Hold on, guys. I gotta get my stuff up. Hi. There it is. Hello. All right, and you know what? I was gonna rewrite the list, but I didn't. But I have. Ashley sent me the list, thank goodness, yesterday. Hi. Oh, of course, my mother's boyfriend chooses now to finally come and plow. We got a 1.5 feet of snow. And so we've just been hanging this morning because there's no going any place. Yay! Hi. Oh, Ash is even here. Look at you. All right. I'm going to get my list up. I know Jackie is first. So here's the thing, guys. If you weren't here yesterday, I need you to know that we already have quite a list started. I certainly can hopefully get to as many of you as I can. I read for 3 hours last night, and we still have like a huge list. So if a whole bunch of people didn't show up that were here yesterday, then I just finished cleaning a spilled juice box that was all over your desk. Oh no. Oh, I still remember those days. So you are welcome to try to get on the list for today. I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to you because I did 3 hours, guys, and I kind of forgot that I love them. I love them. Just keep repeating. You know it. I will say that at the bottom of the list for today, already I have added Stephen, who's here. Hi, Stephen. And then if you guys want to hop on a list, that's okay. Ash, if you're going to be here, that would be awesome if you would keep my list for me. But if not, I totally get it. And we'll just do the best we can. Right? That's kind of all we can do. And I will stay on for as long as I can today to do it, okay? Yay! All right. Okay, so Jackie has already kind of said something about her. There's her question. Perfect. Just let Ash know that you want to be on the list, guys. Okay, so her question is this, and then I'm going to quickly kind of connect to Spirit here, and we'll get started since we have so many. Her question is, I have 2 paths to choose from, a PhD path, and with a master's jumpstart program, or a PSYD, which is still a doctorate, but does not weight as much. Which program of study should I consider? And so we were talking about it a little bit this morning, and she said that the PSYD is still a doctorate, but is less, this is a suggestion. That's right. Absolutely. And when I do tarot readings, I try to connect to your guides and stuff, guys. So it's really just your guides giving me the cards, and then I will interpret them best I can. So just so you know, I wanted everyone to kind of get an idea of how I read, because I am going to be opening up readings again. And I thought about doing it on Etsy, guys, but they take a lot of that money. And so does YouTube. And so does, I'm so sick of that. So I may just do private readings like through PayPal. And then the way I usually do it is we do a face-to-face YouTube interaction like this. Or Messenger, actually. I do it on Messenger, and then I record it onto YouTube, and you get the link for the recording, so only you get to see it. When I do paid readings, that's how I do it. So then you can look back on it anytime you want, and there it is. And that way, PayPal, yes. Yes, I will, absolutely. My PayPal is under Jen Storelli, JENSTORELLI @gmail. And hold on, I'll post it here. And then I'll post it when we quit. I'll post it too. At gmail.com. So that is my PayPal. Just in case. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just doing these, to be honest, so you guys get an idea of what, if you ever decided you wanted a paid reading from me, this is what I do. I'm pretty informal about things. I can't, I wish I could tell the cards what to say, but sometimes, like, you ask a question and the cards are like, yeah, you're not supposed to know that, so you just have to figure that out for yourself. And then there's not a whole lot. I mean, I can give you some hints and pull some more cards and see what I can do. Sometimes the cards are like, no, that's something you have to do. So you just, you do what you can. Okay, so here we go. Jackie's question. And I did bring, it's funny, I was watching Dustin's live. Hello, I hope you're having a good day too. And he was talking about stones that he has on him and stuff when he was doing readings. And I thought, oh yeah, you know, I don't often make sure I have certain stones on me, but I brought my blue fluorite because to me, blue fluorite really connects to guides. So I brought that, and I brought my obsidian arrowhead because in case I need to disconnect, I usually am pretty good about it, but obsidian arrowheads specifically are really good to cut cords from psychic connections kind of things. So, yay. All right. All right, Jackie. So, we're going to be using Lion's Gateway Tarot. And God, it's hot. I may open up a window because sometimes that you start connecting to that energy and suddenly it's like, huh, I'm dying hot. Kirsten. I never knew that, Jess. I didn't know your real name was Kirsten. I kind of like Jess. Multitasking. Oh, you poor thing. Well, I have your list too, Ash. So if for some reason we get through the list that we had, then I don't know. Well, I would be in trouble if you had to go. But I would certainly get through it. It's okay. Okay, honey. All right, Jackie. Okay, so we are starting with Three of Pentacles. Talk about a deep question, right? Oh, I don't feel pressure. It's, like I said, I just do what I do. It's just connecting to your guides and they are helping me pull the cards, and then here's the cards. I gotta get going, but I was talking to my admin group this morning, and we were talking about pulling cards, and they were like, oh yeah, 3 hours, you must have been dead. And I'm not saying that it doesn't expend any energy for me. It does. But I don't use my energy. I use your guides' energies. So it's, you know, it's tiring like any other video for me, but I don't allow it to be extra tiring because I don't use my guides. I use your guides. And so when I'm connecting, I connect to your guides' energy and I use your guides' energy, so I don't have to use all of my own. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about really honing in, getting a lot of, you're really working your own skills. So it is, to me, that says, hi, Justin. Gosh, there's so many people already again. You guys are doing great. So to me, that really says that is something buckling down and really doing a lot of work for it. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. When you buckle down, when you get into that work, it is something that, so if there's one of those options to me that really would require more work, which I think the way you explained it sounds more like the research one, like the PhD. That would be my first instinct to hear that. But to pull the Oracle card with it that says build in breaks, saunter slowly. So I know you were talking about there's something that can be done in an expedited class. Instead of 3 years, it could be 2 years. That sounds okay as long as you build in enough breaks to really allow yourself to study what you need to study, to really, like, don't pull on so much that you're not going to be able to get there. That you're before you get to the end, you're going to be like, okay, I don't know why I chose this path. I can't quite do this. The second card, again, to me, I don't know. This says, I do work with runes on a personal level. I don't read with runes. The second card is the Four of Swords, which tells us it's time to rest a little. This oracle deck is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. Love this oracle, and it really likes to work with Jessica's deck here. Jess's deck and it get along very well. Jess's deck is the Lion's Gateway Tarot. And it really likes to work with her deck a lot. So the Four of Swords, here we are with a rest period again. So again, to me, this sounds like it may not be going full throttle and getting high shmara and getting that the research end of it and all that stuff. It sounds like it might be a little bit too much. So it may be better to get the PSYD degree and be able to use it. Be able to use that skill that you're going to be acquiring. Hi, Ben. Are you snowed in too? He's my Rochester local boy. I'm actually not terrible. I finally got my my snowplow guy just came through, so I'm okay. I'll shovel it out. Yes, that's what your guardians are saying. Now, the oracle card that comes with that, you are invited. Suit up, show up, open up. So that doesn't mean that that route is necessarily easier, but it does seem to me that that route will allow you the rest that you need to keep on going, to keep on trucking, to rest when you need to rest and still accomplish the goals that you're working on. Now, let me see. I didn't realize. Oh, okay. So the Chariot came through for the last card. The Chariot is going to tell you that you really can do either one. You are in control of your destiny here. So it is not a definite thing. Your guides are saying you really can do either one. My connection with them is telling me that they think that the PSYD would be a more suitable degree for you. But technically, you're in control of your destiny, and you can certainly show up and get the PhD if that's what you want to do. And again, we've seen this card a couple times in the last couple days. Trip the Light Fantastic. Dance with the Universe. So if you are really thinking, you know what, I want that, that little bit hint above. I want to go a little bit above and beyond. You certainly have it in you to do that. There's nothing stopping you if you want to do that. Just make sure you plan rest times in between, because twice the cards are saying, right? Yes, I know it's still a doctorate. I gotcha. Twice, though, the cards are saying just make sure you have enough built-in rest time for yourself to be able to manage that back and forth. So, hi, Autumn. Glad you're here. And I do see all of you guys. If I don't get to say hello, I'm sorry. I do see all of you. So, it is there. It's within you to do either one you want. Your guides, I believe, think that you know, that the PSYD is a better fit for you, but they still are encouraging you to go and do what you want. Yeah, it's fatigue, so you have to make sure. Your guides are very animal-based. And I do see one strong guide that is more of a leader, and it is a male. Kind of almost Viking-like. I don't know if you have any of that in your history, but it's, you know, the beard and the big tough guy, and he's a protector type. So, be aware of that when you're making your decision, that you have a protector on your side. And sometimes the protector guides want you to go with the, I don't know. I know it's not the easier of the two paths, but the lighter of the two paths, because they want to protect you. So they don't always give you the correct advice for you. Thank you. It just gets in my face and annoys the hell out of me sometimes. So, okay, good. Good. Who do we have next? I think it was Jen, right? Yeah, Jennifer Bebow. Is she here? Smash the like button. Hi, Mama. Hi, Dustin. Hey, I want you to know, kid, that because of what, you're welcome, sweetheart, because of what you said, I brought along my, my biggest psychic energy crystal to me is blue fluorite. I really connect a lot with spirit guides when I'm doing readings with blue fluorite. And I decided to bring along my obsidian arrowhead, because that is a great disconnector. And because you're here, before I get Jennifer's question, I'm going to show you. He was showing the Love is in the Earth book on his channel by Melody, which is great. And I have, if you get the 2 parts, this is the book that doesn't have any pictures in it. And then this one is the pictorial guide that shows a picture of every stone, and then doesn't have a whole lot of information, just a little blurb of every stone. So if you use them together, they're great. They're great. And I always have them together. So just thought I'd show you that. Simon, hi. All right, you're welcome. All right, Jennifer, are you here, honey? What's your question? If you have a question. If you don't have a question, just tell me general reading. I can do generals. No big deal. Jen still had a bunch of... Yes, I still had a bunch of people on. The line is pretty long. It's my first ever reading, so I'm guessing it's just a general. Okay, and your real name is Jennifer, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use the Witch's Tarot for you. Should be up in the next day or so. So, and I will say again that what I have decided about, or what I think I'm going to decide about, I thought about opening up my Etsy page again. And I just decided I don't want to do that, because you know what? Etsy and YouTube and all of them, they take a lot of your money when you do that. And so I think for now, any readings that I do, I'm just going to go from my PayPal. And so if you want a paid reading, just throw me a message on Messenger on Facebook. We can talk about, you know, throwing me a couple bucks for a reading, and we'll do a reading that way. My PayPal is Jen Storelli, JenStorelli @gmail. And, you know, throw me a message and let me know you want a reading. I can do that way. That way we don't lose a lot. I hate to have you spending a lot on readings and me spending a lot to do them. And then, you know, they take half your damn money. Drives me nuts. Okay. All right, so Jennifer, put a description in all your yes, I will. I will. And I'm gonna switch it out because right now it has the Patreon and I'm gonna do something different. So okay, so Jennifer, Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles has come up quite a bit in the last couple days, and it is about you have an ability in your job or in your creative life to really sit down and hone your craft, to really work on making what you do beautiful. I always look at, I love the stained glass windows in this deck, and he's really sitting down and spending time with the things that he does. Thank you, Justin. And he is saying, this is what I want to do. So if you are at a job that you enjoy, it may not be, all of us have something that we enjoy doing on the side, and then a job that we kind of have to do to get to do the stuff we enjoy doing. But if you're like most people, you at least like what you're doing as a job. You at least like that creative output. And if you don't, then my suggestion is to sit down and figure out what creatively in your life is, do you need a business license? No, you don't. What creatively in your life is missing? What can you do? You're on disability and a crafty person. There you go. What can you do to give yourself that creative outlet and sit down and really hone your craft? So you have some time to do that now. The abundance that comes with it means that it is not necessarily, now don't forget that abundance isn't always material goods. Abundance in your life means I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm excited about the abundant connections in my life. For me, my abundance comes from my connections to you guys and my connections to spirit. And so when I feel the most abundant is when I'm most connected to my community, meaning all of you. And so abundance comes in many different fashions. And this will help you create this. So that's the first card. The second card, Six of Swords. So again, we see that you have kind of gone through some rough waters, but we see that there is much smoother waters ahead. And so you're moving forward. Whatever it is that's been going on, that's been kind of rough waters, it's nearing the end and you're moving out of it. You are moving towards brighter skies. You're moving towards calmer waters. You're through the worst of it. And now it's time to start looking at the horizon. The horizon of, this is out in front of me now. There's a whole world out in front of me that I get to move towards instead of worrying about what's behind you. Try not to look behind you too much. You can learn from what's behind you, but you don't want to focus on that, because if you're turning around looking at what's behind you, you start kind of veering off to a not good direction, to not where you want to be. The goddess speaks. So this means one of two things to me. Your spirit guides are very feminine. So start listening to your own feminine intuition. Start to recognize when feminine voices in your life speak up. That doesn't necessarily mean, it could mean your mother, your grandmother, your feminine friends, your female friends, that kind of thing. It could also mean just the feminine energies that you have in your life from your spirit guides, your goddesses, your guides, whoever, that feminine energy has something to say to you. And with that comes intuition. Your female intuition, that's why they call it female intuition. Not that males don't have any intuition, they do. But our female sense of intuition sometimes can really kick in, and really should kick in to help us decide what that horizon looks like now. we have, some men have feminine energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I say that intuition, that nurture, love energy, because there's lots of men that have that too. Thank goodness. As a Libra, I want all of that in balance. What's funny to me, I won't go off on my tangent, my squirrel tangents, but I have more male energy in my zodiac, in my astrological chart, than I do female energy. Can you believe that? As loud as I am. Yeah, I'm kind of a screamer, right? Finally, we have the Ace of Wands. And boy, your creative flow is open and giving and ready to burst. Because that Ace of Wands energy says, whew, my creative fire energy spirit is revved up and ready to go. There is nothing that's going to stop it. I have lots of buffalo energy. Yes, Justin. I see lots of male energy in you because you're that logic type. That female, no. See, now you got me talking male, female. That creative fire energy spirit that is well revved up in your life. Find something to do with that. And obviously, you either already know or are already on the way with what's coming with it. Balance. So I love the Oracle of Echoes. It's such a gorgeous card. Look at that card, first of all. It's freaking stunning. Anna is a brilliant, brilliant artist. So the balance that comes with this creative fire spirit, oh, right, Simon? I just love this card. I have to say, the Oracle of Echoes goes with almost any card deck I've ever pulled out. Almost any one. But the balance that comes with this creative fire energy spirit is just make sure that you are doing the logical things that have to happen in your life too. Sometimes our creative fire spirit gets so revved up. Mine too, Simon. I use it constantly. Sometimes our creative spirit gets so revved up that we kind of forget about stuff like, oh, I have to eat. And I better make sure that I, pay my bills. That logic stuff kind of gets lost in there. And so you have to make sure that your balance is still there. Okay? Hopefully that helps. It is the Oracle of Echoes. Oracle of Echoes. And it is Anna Turian's deck. And it is freaking incredible. Hey, oh, here it is. Never mind. Hold on, guys. I forgot to take my morning meds. I'm just now realizing that I didn't take my morning meds. So before I start, and then I'm like, I'm really, really hot. Why am I really, really hot? Oh, I didn't take my morning meds. So give me 1 second. And then we will move on. Beautiful. Okay. Who's next? We have K. KDZ. No, KDLZL. Dizzle. Is K Dizzle? K is in here. Okay, so Whispers of Three is next. Beautiful. Thank you, Ash. Ashley. I mean, Diane. Dee Dee. Diane. Diane? Yes. Whispers of Three is, nope, it's not. Denise. Did I get it? Denise? What do my guides have to tell me? And do you see any deities around me or just ancestors? Denise! I got it. I got it before you said it. I swear. All right. What do your guides have to tell you? Do I see any deities around me or just ancestors? Yeah, I'm not working with that deck. Okay, so for you, we're pulling out Samhain deck of the Bastards. I knew it didn't sound right. I'm getting it. Is the list long? It is. I wish it wasn't so long, guys. You all are wonderful, and I love that you trust me enough to do readings for you. I think that's great. It cracks me up, I have to say. It does. It makes me laugh a little. I just can't even. I don't know. Sometimes you're like, you must get this too, Simon. Sometimes you're like, why are these people watching me? Like, I'm just a nutty person. It's still just me, though. And people are like, oh my God, but it's you, Jen. Yeah, but it's just me. It's not like anybody, it's just me. Oh, I still think that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, see? All right. So Denise's spirits guides. Okay. Okay, so Denise, does bear mean anything to you? Because you have not a black bear. You have a grizzly. A grizzly bear is one of your protectors. But it's a mama bear. It's not like a big, you know, Papa Bear scary. It's still scary. It's still a grizzly bear, but it is a protector more than anything. So that is definitely one. Deities are harder to see unless they really step forth, because they are often much more on a personal level to you. And so they don't like to step forth unless you don't know who they are. Sometimes they're like, hey, just let her know. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. So what do your guides have to tell you? First of all, wow, I love when Oracle and Tarot plays off of each other. Very cool things. All right, so the first card that we get off of this is Justice, which of course, as a Libra, I'm always like, law, it's justice. So when I first pulled this card, I thought, oh, either she's a Libra or there's something important justice-wise going on here. Well, when I get that depression card with it, that means you've been going through some stuff lately, that you have had some down moments. Libra rising. Okay, well, good. That makes sense then. But you still you've had some down moments, and your guardians are taking care of that. Your guardians are on it. They want you to know they're on it. They want you to know that you are not alone in it. That there have been some rough times, but they have seen you. They have sat with you. They have cried with you. They have held you even when you don't feel that strength behind you. It is there. And they understand that this has not been the easiest of times for you. Hi, Carol. Welcome. And they are taking care of it. Whatever it is that's going on, try to release as much of that as you can, which is not always easy when you're in this depression phase, to say, okay, I just have to say that I know there's stuff that's taking care of it. Okay. The other thing is, the second card that's getting pulled is the Six of Cups. So this depression thing is coming from childhood, or the way to fix it comes from childhood. And that can mean a couple of things. That can mean past life kind of stuff. That can mean looking at things from childlike eyes, from forgiving before an adult would, from taking things less. Hi, what decks to use? I use whatever decks come up. I have 3 on the table, although if you were here yesterday, you will see that I have a lot of decks, and sometimes spirit guides tell me I have to use a different deck. So this is Samhain Deck of the Bastards is the one I'm using right now. And the Oracle deck that I'm using right now is Oracle of Echoes by, yeah, I just said her name 20 times, Anna Turian. Okay, so there is some either past life or childhood issues that have been leading to your depression, and that vulnerable feeling. Here's vulnerability. See the egg? Such a gorgeous card. That vulnerability that comes up, that stems from childhood. But to get out of that, you need to go back to childhood to look at things from different eyes. Children, when they get hurt, and sometimes, I don't know if I can even get through saying this. Sometimes when children get hurt, they're like, it reminds me of dogs, right? You know, when dogs get beaten and get abused, all they want is to be loved. So as soon as you treat them well again, they come right back. When you have been hurt in childhood and you have felt vulnerable, that comes forward in life. And sometimes in order to heal that, you need to look at it from childhood eyes. You need to go backwards and say, what is it that was in my past that is making me feel vulnerable now? And be able to let that go and forgive, not for them, not for whoever put you through that vulnerable moment. Okay. Well, your spirit guides are on it, though, first of all. But for you, because when you are in that depression, you're holding on to this vulnerability and depression hurts you. Whoever did that to you has moved on and is not even, it's not hurting them anymore. It's only hurting you. And it's, so people say it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to be sick. So sometimes you have to go back and just look at it through childhood eyes and say, I forgive you. I forgive you, and I'm done with it. Yep, and sometimes you never get past it, and you just have to say, there's a hole here, and it doesn't heal. But with enough people loving you, enough guardian magic with you, enough all of that, you learn how to keep going. Okay? Let's go to the last card, because here we go. Here's our hope, okay? The 10 of coins. The 10 of pence. The 10 of pence is a good card. It says that in your future, in what your guides see for you, it kind of all works out. Whatever this thing has been, has brought you to where you are. See this symbiosis? Symbiosis. This is between you and your guards, your guides, your guardians, your peeps, the people who are around you, the spirit that is with you. You can feed on them. You can feed on their energy for symbiosis. Okay, that means they are intimately connected to you, and you are not using their energy enough. What gemstones are associated with love? Everybody always goes to rose quartz, and that's fine. Rose quartz is great. Sorry, I don't feel rose quartz that much. I know everybody always goes to that, and if it works for you, awesome. Rhodonite, especially rhodochrosite. For me, rhodochrosite is a stone that just, it like holds you in a hug. So if you can get your hands on rhodochrosite, try that. Jade is a good one. There's a stone called Thulite. Thulite is an amazing stone. It's kind of hard to find. I have a bunch of little chips of thulite. It's Thulite. That's a great stone for that too. Lean on your guides. Your guides are there. You have a mama bear guide that is very powerful, very protective, and wants to be there for you. So I hope that that helps you. And you know that eventually here you are. You have this inheritance of will. You have this inheritance of spirit that if you haven't felt that yet, it's coming. It's there for you. Okay? I know that was kind of a rough one. I'm sorry. I hate when the cards get pulled and you kind of get sucked into that. But I hope that meant something to you, okay? And I love you, Denise. Thank you. Good. Good. Okay. Good. All right. Beautiful. Love it. Let me shuffle these back in real quick. Fairy Luna Wolf is next. Awesome. I love you too, Denise. I love my peeps. This is reading 4 on the list. Yeah, so it's been about every 10 minutes. That's pretty good for me because I'm a talker. Aw, thank you, Simon. And, you know, again, not that I try to take compliments. I know. Thank you. And I appreciate it. Buffalo, love you, Jen. Thank you. And I know I love Buffalo. I so does. I so does. What the hell was that? I so does. I try to take compliments as best I can, but I will say again that to me it is it's not my energy though. It's just I just connect to the spirit guides. My spirit guides connect to their spirit guides and they talk to me and tell me this is the cards and here you go, this is what you're supposed to say. So I always am like, oh, thanks, that's great. But all I learned to do was connect, and then they kind of do the rest of it. Sometimes, and I'll be honest with you, here we go, because here, you know, all you people that are like, oh, I'll never read tarot. There are cards in here still that I pull it, and I'm like, what? What the hell does that mean? And then I just open my mouth and ask the spirit guides to speak, and there they are. So, I don't know what happens. So, and by the way, by tomorrow, I won't remember what I said. So, if it was something personal and stuff, don't worry about it. I won't remember. How can you find out who your spirit guides are? I know we have to do a couple classes on connecting, right? I will. Because there's some practical things that you can go study, Jackie. There's some practical things that you can do to connect. All right, did we get a question yet? Fairy Luna Wolf, are you here? Did you ask your question and I missed it? Let me see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I've been completely connected to a deity, although I've been researching Hecate and Gaia. Perfect. I love it. That's a whole video for sure. Yes. And this is why she's the queen of the squirrels. Thank you, Lillian. My name is Lisa. Curious what guides might be showing themselves and what messages they might wish to impart or anything I should focus on this special night. Okay, Lisa. Where's my blue fluorite? No. I don't want to pull out another deck again. What deck? It better already be shuffled. Ah! Okay. I guess. All right. So Pagan Otherworlds, I have a deck that's not that far away from Pagan Otherworlds. Is it? All right, at least it's shuffled. All right, fine. I'll get out Pagan Otherworlds. All right, Lisa, your guides are strong as hell. Very opinionated. Very talkative. Overwhelming. One at a time, please. Holy crap. Okay. All right. You guys are going to have to put them in the cards. I can't hold one at a time. All right. I don't know how you deal with your guides because they are all talking at once, and I would think that it would be confusing for you because it's confusing for me. Whoa, 3 majors come up. And nope, and then a minor, and then a minor. So it's not like, holy crap, 3 majors. All right, you got big stuff going on, honey. Stay. Damn it, these cards. Okay. You have big stuff going on. And if I ever get my cards to stay, then, okay. Yeah, Oracle. Okay. Whew. Very confusing for me. Okay, well, I can see why. We'll try to straighten them out a little bit here and see what we got. Okay. So the first card that comes up is Strength. Oh, I missed this deck. Okay. I have not had this deck out in probably a year. Strength. This Strength card in particular is such a inner strength card. This is not a overpower card. This is an inner strength. Look at the soft hand. The soft hand on the bear's head. This is the Pagan Otherworlds deck. It is by UUSI, UUSI, right? Yes. This is by UUSI. It's an expensive deck, but it is so worth it. This is the best card stock of any deck. But I have to say, Samhain Deck of the Bastards is pretty close. This is just a gorgeous card. Very inner strength. You have a ton of inner strength. Your guardians and guides around you have tons of inner strength, have lots of... Mad Mike, this is a tarot reading, honey. If you don't want to see the cards, you don't have to. You have lots of inner strength. Your guides and guardians around you have lots of inner strength. You do feel like you have a vulnerability. So there has been something lately that has been making you feel less than. And so part of why your guards are guards, again, boy, they come through like that a lot. Part of why your guardians are so talkative and so confusing to me is because they are all about it. They are all on it. They are all telling me about how you need to do this and this and this. They have lots of ideas for you. They have lots of humor with it. So I hope you're a person that that can deal with sarcasm and humor in the moment, because your guides sure are. There has been stuff that you felt vulnerable about, but you have the inner strength to overcome whatever that is, and to allow yourself to feel that, get through it, but keep moving. Now here we go again with Justice. God, I love this Justice card though. Now this Justice card is different from a lot of Justice cards. First of all, she's turned away from you. Justice is usually head on. So when I pull this card, I think, yeah, you know what? This Justice is like the backhanded Justice. This is like the, oh, you mean you thought you got me? And the Justice that she's bringing is stuff you do not even have to worry about. This is not a justice that you do. This is just a justice from karma itself, from whatever comes about, from their actions, from the actions of those who have been pissing you off. That there is nothing that has to be done, because backhandedly, it won't be a problem. Yeah, she has teeny tiny feet. I know, right? Teeny tiny feet for this kind of big body. But it's such a, she is such a powerful bitch to me. She doesn't even have to look at you. She's like, yeah, we're fine. We got this. You don't have to worry about the justice because I got it well in hand. Let go. So whatever this is, let it go. Lady Justice, karma, your guides and guardians are all about it. They are all on it. And the last one is the Hierophant, who, oh gosh, I just love this Hierophant. So you see the skins that he wears. To me, this is so much a shaman Hierophant. This is that spiritual leader that you want in your life. As a pagan anyway, we want this. We want this person to come to us and say, oh, let me tell you what to do. Let me tell you. Well, one of your guides is very much that shaman. She's not turned away from us. We're behind her, right? That's true. She's protecting us already. One of your guides is all very close to this. Not in animal skins and stuff, but very earthy, very shaman-like, very, you know, carries a handmade drum, is very good at connecting with the earth energy that needs to be connected to give you the power that you need to get through whatever you have to. He's saying to go on a journey. I do not believe that this journey has anything to do with a boat or a plane or a car or a... I think this is an internal journey. And in order to connect to your guides more, especially this one, will be an internal journey. A meeting of the minds. There's a spider behind me. It's okay. I don't mind spiders. A meeting of the minds. A journey to figure out how to connect. And we'll talk about that because I know I'm getting lots of questions about how to connect to your own guides. So we will definitely I'll kind of pull out my mediumship books and we'll talk a little bit about some of the logistical things that you can do to start to connect to your guides. Because they are reaching out. The fact that we have three major arcana cards here says that, yes, we all need that. Says that this is a big point in your life. This is a point in your life that and again, another reason why they're all talking at once, like spiritual waking, inner journey. Yes. It's all about that. And your guides are right there and ready to help and willing to help and are already on it. So it's going to be a good year. Cool journeying to get to meet some of these people and your people. Spirits, guardians, guardians, guides, the things that you have around you to help you. It'll be a good connection. They speak all at once, yes. Hers definitely do. And they're very protective of you, and they want to be there to help you. So that's a good thing. Hi, Maddie. Hope that helped. Now I have, gosh, I'm not going to have enough room for all the decks that I have out. Yesterday, I had to pull out the Next World Tarot, which is like this huge deck and hard to shuffle. And today, we have Lisa's guardians telling me I have to pull out Pagan Otherworlds. And all right, Gypsy is next. Beautiful, Gypsy. What do we got, honey? That's the Fae for you, right? For sure. For sure, for sure. You are number 60? Oh my God, Ash, really? Oh my God. I'm going to have to do these for days to get through you all. Okay, my first name is Kendra. I have recently finished setting down all the baggage of others I have been carrying. That's a good start. On the edge of the cliff, I need to jump, but which way? Jen, do you pull out decks people ask for? No, I do not, Zach, unless it is the spirit guides that I connect to once in a while will say, no, that's not the deck. No, that's not the deck. I started out with 2 decks, 2 tarot and 2 oracle decks, and I was going to choose between the 2. And then yesterday I had to pull out Next World Tarot for someone. Spirit guides were like, no, sorry, that's not the deck. It's right down there on your right. And then today I get another one that says, oh no, we have to do this. Yes. I probably will after today, guys. If I haven't gotten to you, then we're going to have to start over the next time I go on. Okay. Kendra. On the edge of the cliff, and you need to jump. Okay. Okay, you have, first of all, you have one guide coming through. And her energy is very soft. We're going to go back to Lion's Gateway. And I get the feeling that she's soft energy because you may not necessarily be so, and I don't say that lightly. Like, I'm not saying, I have a feeling you're usually very outgoing, or at least you know what you want and you kind of grab it and go after it, and you're not a real shy introverted kind of person. And so this guardian is trying to force you to pay attention by whispering. Does that make sense? She has a very sweet energy. And so it's almost like you have to lean in. You know what I mean? Like you have to be able to listen a lot and kind of stop your busyness to hear this guardian. It is right next to the couch part. You know, Dad's tower light. It's right there. Haha. Oh, yes. Okay. Good. All right. Okay, we have 2 wands and a cup, first of all. So that's good. Creative stuff going on. You have some creative options available. All right. So first of all, the first pull is the Queen of Wands. So one of your options is a little bit more creative than the other. Is a little bit more like you are the master of your creations. You are able to she's very quiet. And I'm not a quiet person, so it's hard for me to listen. Hold on. You are able to connect to your creativity with great strength, with great ability. You have a creative spirit, a fire energy about you that is really working for you. She suggests that you work creatively alone for a little while. For this you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. So this creative fire spirit energy that she is recommending is your truth. Sometimes you find something that is like, yes, this could be it. This could be my truth. This could be the beginning of what I actually feel I'm here on the earth for. And in order to foster that connection, you want to connect with this quiet, soft guide. She has a lot of just patience, love, patience, quiet knowledge. You know, it reminds me of the wise old grandmother that will just sit and knit and won't say anything unless you ask her. You know, like you have to go, hey, tell me what it was like when you were a kid. Tell me, what should I do when I get to this crossroads? And she wants that connection with you, and she is going to be able to help you foster that creative path. One of the paths that you are choosing is much more creative and much more on the path that you can see yourself later in. The next card is the Page of Cups. So there is an emotional message to this whole thing. And that emotional message is it's okay to feel. You kind of have made yourself someone, you know her. Now I need to quiet the stuff so I can hear her. Yes. Yes. You have made yourself so busy that you don't have to necessarily feel the stuff that's been going on lately. This deck is the Lion's Gateway Tarot. And so because she has that old wisdom. I just really like her a lot. Because she, yeah, what was I saying? When she wants to talk, she certainly is there. the message is it's okay to feel. The message is you can let your guard down a little bit and be able to, sorry, Jazz. The message is you can let your guard down a little bit and be able to open yourself up to feel the stuff that's been going on around you. It's okay now. I shut down all my emotions because I couldn't take the emotional pain. She knows that. She's there. What would your higher self do? You are divinity in blue jeans. So she may even be your higher self. She's a little dreamer, right? She may even be your higher self in blue jeans. She is not the normal spirit guide that I find myself connect to. So it's funny. She's not your only spirit guide, but she's the one that everybody kind of went, nope, it's her turn. She really needs to connect to this. This is the energy you've been waiting for. This is the connection that you've needed. Your higher self needs to let your guard down, sit in front of this grandmother, motherly figure, and allow her to spin her tails, right? To weave her web for you of connection. The last card tells me that your challenges aren't over, okay? The Five of Wands is not a battle, though. Remember that the Five of Wands, these are kids with sticks. So these are practicing the day-to-day stuff that happens. You get some practice with that. When you get competition, when you get challenged a little, that makes us stronger. That makes us remember it. So when we're in the big situation, when the battle comes, we can say, oh yeah, I remember that challenge. I was able to knock around with everyone just fine. I'm not going to break here. I'm okay. I'm all right. I have my people around me. I have my energy around me. And I remember being challenged. So it's okay. Bring it on. That competition gets us ready for the big stuff. You ready? Because the last card is the killer. This is the one that's like, yay! You've won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. Make room for wonderment. Everything is coming together. Except my internet. That's not bad. 1 hour, 8 minutes before my first internet crash. That's not that bad. I can live with that. You have survived it all. That's right. So now is the time. Make room for wonderment. Your time is here. Yes, you'll still have challenges, but your time is here. Enjoy that. Enjoy that time. Let those guards down a little bit. Connect with this awesome grandmother, shaman, kind of wise woman guide you have. And get to it. Prepare yourself for good stuff for a change. Yay! Good. I'm glad to hear that was helpful. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Who do we have next? Yay, right? I know. I love these guides. They're great. It's a $100 Uber ride across your forehead. What? I don't know if you are a troll. You may. You're moving on down the road. That's right. And boy, you can't ask for anything more than that, right? Move on down the road. Come on now, move on down the road. Come on. Oh, thank you, that Barb girl. But again, it's not my gift. It's just, it's theirs. All right, I guess you can call it a gift to connect maybe. But they really tell you everything you want to know. You just connect and let them speak. It's getting out of your own way. Thank you. I sang for a long time, boy. When I was in high school, I was like in show choir, and I used to sing constantly. And then I started smoking. Never smoke, people. Never smoke. It's terrible for your vocal cords and your lungs. And all right. Who are we at? My nose is itching. I'm going to kiss a fool. You're not stuck in the mud. Woohoo, right? That's awesome. Move on down the road. Come on, putting on the glitz is next. All right. Get your Christian out. Putting on the glitz. I think that's the cutest name. I'm here. My name is Ellen. Lately, my spirit guides have been going nuts, sending all kinds of signs, most of which I can't wrap my head around. Some supernatural things are happening. What's up? Yes, absolutely, Naya. I will do a video very shortly on connecting with spirit guides because it's obvious that we all need some connections, right? We all need to know how to connect. And here's the thing. The clue is, and I will tell you, first of all, once you start to learn how to connect, and I'll get to, I will do a video very soon. We have to, because it's a very important topic. Hold on, I got to pull my pants back up. It's also been bleeding inside now. Ah, yeah, I know, allergies, right? My grandma's just say it means you're going to kiss a fool, but I kiss a fool every day. Anyways, so the thing is, once you learn to connect a little, I have no idea what I was going to say. Fuck. Once you learn to connect a little, damn it, man. It's really important too. Ah! No idea. I totally lost it. Oh, first of all, yeah, it's like a muscle. Once you start to use that muscle, all of a sudden everything will start coming in. And then you can kind of decide how much you want to use it. Because after a while, it's like, okay, whew, back up just a little. That's okay. The other thing is, it's more about trusting your intuition. So when I first started connecting to guides and stuff, I was like, okay, this thing popped into my head, or this image popped into my head, but how do I know that's spirit? What if that's just me going, all right, what would a spirit guide look like? Oh, this thing, that looks like a spirit guide. And it's hard to tune in next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. It's hard to trust your intuition sometimes. And so you have to start out with people that you trust to be able to tell you, yeah, that sounds like it could be real. Or, I don't know, you might be full of shit. And not be afraid to do that. There are times that I think I'm totally connected to someone's spirit guides, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. You're welcome, Lisa. Then I'm like, oh, okay. It might be somebody else in the room. It might be someone that I connected to earlier. You know, it just happens that way. Okay. All right. So, Ellen, my spirit guides have been going nuts, sending all kinds of signs, most of which I can't wrap my head around. Some supernatural things are happening. What's up? Ellen. All right. Okay. Crow. Crow, 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 crow. Okay, there's crow energy there. Or raven or both, or I can't tell. I know there's supposed to be a difference between the two. I can't remember what it is, and nor do I know. To me, they're kind of very similar or close to the same energy. But there is crow energy around you. As a matter of fact, there's lots of flying. There's lots of birds. There's lots of butterfly. There's lots of moth. There's lots of crow energy, okay? Because there's lots of crow energy, there's, the caw, caw, caw. There's lots of that. They have lots to say to you, but they're not really saying anything. So you're like, what the hell is it? What do you want? What are you trying to say? All right, so we're going with Samhain Deck of the Bastards. All right, and the first card that we're pulling is, here's the Ten of Wands again, okay? This is the burden card. This is the card. Now, I love this card, though, because, yes, you've taken on a lot. So spirit-wise, because your question is about spirit, about guides, about energies, you do have a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Ravens travel in pairs, cross in groups. No kidding. There is a ton of that spirit energy flying around you, and I'm almost dizzy. Seriously. Connecting to it, because it's, whew. Do I have a grounding stone on me? Oh, wait, obsidian. Ugh, I hate to do that, though. All right, just for a second. Because it is very much, yeah, it is very much a burden to try to even connect to that. And they are going to have to learn to settle their asses down a little and to actually say something. That raven's tail is wedge-shaped, crow's is fan-shaped. Well, that's cool, wedge-shaped. So my guess is I normally see crows. I don't think we have a whole lot of ravens around here, I think. Okay. That burden, though, don't forget, with this card especially, you see, what is he doing with these wands? He has decided to pick them up and carry them all in front of him, and they're all right in front of your face. So here you are trudging forward with all of your spirits, and they're all in front of your face. So none of them are getting heard. None of them are getting seen. None of them are making sense. None of them are able to differentiate themselves. They are kind of all in a mess. So what that tells me is you need a spirit leader. You don't have that yet. There has not, one of them has stepped forth to say, it's me and I need to whip you all into shape. Sometimes you have to appoint that. Sometimes you have to connect to them all long enough, even though it's dizzying, really dizzying. You have to connect to them long enough to say, okay, whoa, everybody shut the hell up. Let's breathe. I would suggest starting out with meditation, where you try to reach one and try to say to that one, look, you're going to have to at least act as an interim kind of leader here, because you all need to stop, group together, figure out what it is you are trying to tell me, and one of you needs to come to me to say, this is what it is. Because all of this here is not cutting it. There's no way to get through all that to figure out what exactly the message is. It's a good thing that this card comes up with it, because spirit heals. So they all have good intentions. They all know what they're doing. for once, there's a plethora of goodness. There's knowledge within them. They just haven't quite figured out how to connect to it and how to allow a leader to corral them into one coherent message. Okay? The way to get to that is to really connect with your spirit. Not their spirits. You have lots of guides. You know that. Guides, guardians that are out there. Your spirit has to begin to say, okay, I'm going to connect to one of you and one of you only. I'm going to ask you what it is you want me to know. And you're going to relay back as one voice, not a million, because otherwise I'm cutting y'all off. There has to be some give and take here that I can actually understand. Okay, spirit heals. Meditate. Allow some of that spirit to come in for a short amount of time, but heal your spirit with meditation first. Allow yourself to connect to your spirit, because it's almost like you haven't done a lot of your own, like you've been reaching out, but you need to reach in. You know what I mean? That work needs to come here first. And then, that will help you to balance that out. You're still new. That's okay. No problem. Because sometimes, especially when you're new, that happens a lot when you're new, that you're like, oh, somebody help me. So you're reaching out all these tentacles going, anybody, who's out there? And then all of a sudden you find that you have picked up all of these wands and put them all in front of your face. And you're like, wait, hold on. What are you trying to say? How am I, what? Because, they are out there. All right. It's what comes up is temperance. So this is the second part. What is temperance about? Temperance is about balance, about moderation. So instead of reaching out, even though you're new, and I know as a sponge person myself, I'm always like, oh, give me more information. I'll take whatever you got. Give me everything. And sorry, Roseanne. I'm sorry, honey. And so you have to keep that in balance with internal work. So you've reached out, your guides and guardians, they're not going anywhere. They're there. But you have to do a little bit of internal work to allow yourself to connect to them without making yourself nuts. So I would suggest, first of all, some meditations. Go with, if you have a smartphone, Insight Timer. It's an app called Insight Timer. It saved my life, taught me how to meditate. Because for me, I'm a busy mind person too. I'm an ADD person. I need guided meditation, or at least I did when I first started. I don't always need it anymore, but it's still helpful for me to do that a lot. I need to hear that voice that says, okay, concentrate on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Do this. Now you see yourself going towards the light. You do that. Yes, Insight Timer. That is it. Start with that. Start with whatever you think you can focus on. If you can focus on 5 minutes a day, you can look up how much time do I have? 5 minutes. And they will list guided meditations for 5 minutes. Pick on one that looks good to you. Do 5 minutes. Yes, you can control it. Absolutely, you can control it. You got overwhelmed with emotion? Ooh, somebody. Okay, the next card is the Two of Wands. Oh, how I love this card. Let's just study this card and look at it. Because the Two of Wands, you just downloaded that last week? Yes. Oh, that is my favorite meditation app. My favorite. Two of Wands is, here's the portal. See these two wands? There is the portal. of creative fire spirit. The Ace of Wands brings up, you have this creative fire spirit coming in. Okay, which for you, a lot of that is your guides. The portal, the Two of Wands says, okay, you got that fire energy. Now look at it as a portal. And look through that portal and see, he's holding the globe in his hands, and see all the possibilities that your fire spirit energy can create in your life. This is the very beginning of looking at that creative spirit and saying, holy crap, look at all that can happen. I'm getting goosebumps again. Look at all that can happen in my life. Look at all the good that can come from this creative spirit. Look at everything that I can see in my horizon that is mine for the taking. That I can use my oomph, my fire, my energy, my yes, an awakening. Yes, yes, yes. I can use my brain, my spirit, my fire to create the world that I want. Look at it. The portal is open in front of you. Look at it. Anything you want, it's there. It may be chaos for a while, but now we have some ideas. Oh, I didn't do the oracle card for the balance. Was time to soar. Time to soar. So yes, your spirit guides are whoo-wee, nutty. Way of shifting from bad to good, emotions and possibilities. Yes. I love, the Two of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. And it's because it's that potential. That portal opened up and to me, it looks, because I'm a geek, I see Star Trek and I see the, woof, the doors open in Star Trek. And when you're on the bridge, you see space out in front of you and that's it. I can do whatever I want. This creative spirit in me has created a portal to allow me to see anything I want. What do you see? Go after it. What do you want? Do it. Start it. Allow that creative energy to take you on a journey to wherever you want to be. You have it in you. You have the guides around you, even though they're a mess right now. But look inward for a little while and allow whatever. Allow it all. Do it all. Just allow yourself to be able to focus long enough to connect to one. And when you connect to that spirit guide, ask for just one on purpose. Say, okay, guys, I know you all got a lot to say, but I'm going to ask you, and you can say it out loud. No problem. You can say it out loud. I only want to hear from one of you. I appreciate that you all love me, that you all are looking out for me, but I can only do one at a time right now. So, allow the one. Okay? I hope that helps. Hope it helps, hope it helps, hope it helps. I adore when that Two of Wands comes up. I just want to jump out of my chair. You're welcome. Is it okay to post personal tarot card readings? Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like personal to you? If it's okay for you, it doesn't bother me at all. As long as it's okay for you. No problem. Doesn't bother me at all. Go right ahead. Who do we have next? Oops. All right, now I'm warming up again. How are we doing? An hour and 30. Sarana, yay! Sarana, I know you've been waiting, honey. You've been doing good. Marina, what do I need to do to move forward? I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of directions. What is my next step? I had to say that my guides in 2011 around when my dad passed away, the spirits were going nuts. I had to tell them to stop. Only one, right? And sometimes, boy, it's nice to be able to have that support and backup that you know that they're there. But boy, sometimes their world is different from ours. Don't forget that, first of all, they're not bound by the constraints of time. So they can go and visit you 3 hours ago when you had nothing to do. So why the hell are you all coming at me on the same time, you know? We are on reading 7. 7, so I 70 minutes. Ooh, oh, so I'm behind. Sorry. I'm trying to do 10 minutes apiece, but sometimes it gets carried away, so I apologize. Okay. All right, Marina. Marina. What do I need to do to move forward? Feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of directions. What is my next step? Marina. Okay. Marina, you have a lot of elementals. I don't know if you know what they are. First I felt water, then I felt air, and then I felt earth. Elementals are directly connected to the elements. Usually it's your zodiac sign, but not necessarily. Sometimes it's just what element you connect to. And they are usually like earth elementals are like gnomes and and goblins, and water elementals are mermaids, and air elementals are well, the fae are coming through for your air. Air and water are my main elements. Okay, well then that's good. That makes sense. You also have a little bit of earth. I did not see any fire there yet, but okay. So a lot of your guys have to do with your elements. I don't want to get out a different deck. Damn it. Can't we just work with the 8 decks we have out? All right. What deck? What? Oh, all right. Well, that's all right, because I think that's right here. Yep. Okay. So, I hope this is shuffled. Boy, I haven't pulled this deck out in a long time either. Actually, have I ever read with this deck? Publicly, I don't think I've ever read with this deck. Okay. So, this is the Ostera Tarot. And I don't think I have ever read with this deck publicly, ever. Like, I've read for myself with it, but I don't think I've ever read with it publicly, so I don't know why your elementals want that, but sure. Okay. Sylphs. Do you know what a sylph is? The sylphs are speaking. It's an air elemental. Awesome. My husband sing and play guitar in a band. Well, I feel special, right? Thank you, Justin. I appreciate the support once in a while. It's nice to see. Whew. Okay. I lost your name. Marina. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. Marina. Okay. All right. And damn it, I'm not pulling out another oracle to go with it. Forget it. You have to use one of the ones that I have at my disposal right here. All right, hang on 1 second. It's right over here, but God. All right, I have to say, some of your spirit guides are annoying the shit out of me, and they have to learn to live with what we have on the table. because I cannot do all of this. All right. That's all right. I got it right here. Especially when they don't speak English, because it's a lot of gestures and pointing and... All right. Perfect. Okay. All right, so the first card that came up. Hi, Lily B, is the Empress. And what an Empress she is, right? Holy moly. I haven't had this deck out in quite a while either. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so here's the Empress. The Empress is all about that nurturing, loving energy, right? The Empress is telling us to be nice to ourselves. This Empress, in specific, thank you, Leolyn. This Empress in specific is telling you to nurture and love yourself. Above all others right now, you have been kind of pulling yourself all over the place. And you have got to, did I turn off the sound? I hope. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I think I did everything right this time. So hopefully you guys are good. You have to allow yourself to nurture yourself. You have to take some deep breaths to connect to everything that you need to connect to for you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to disconnect from some of the things that you have put yourself into that the gods are saying to rest. That's right. Hi, Sophia. The powers that be are saying, okay, enough with the everybody else's first. For a while, your Empress energy has to be in tune with you, with who you are and what you need, with taking some self-care kind of stuff. Do I have, oh, it's on my bed. I just got, Sue Hennessy actually was the first one to tell me about that witches, what is it? The Witches Care, Self-Care Handbook or something. And I bought it because I thought, yeah, you know what? I need to do that. I haven't opened the book yet. I've had it for a week and I haven't opened the book yet, but we need to, hi, Marguerite. We need to be able to do some self-care stuff when we are pulling ourselves in so many directions that it has been all about everyone else for a little too long. Sometimes we have to go, ooh, yes, the Witch's Self-Care Handbook, yes. Sometimes we have to say, okay, it has to be all about me for a while. And that will bring your wealth. That, again, does not mean, that goes with abundance. That does not necessarily mean money, although it could. If you take care of yourself, sometimes you're better at making the money that you need to make. But wealth in this case, to me, really is saying your spiritual wealth, your emotional wealth, your emotional well-being wealth, your ability to nurture and take care of everything that you've been taking care of has to start with nurturing yourself. Being able to say, I need some time to focus on me. I need some time to not, sometimes even though like it's the spiritual stuff that we're striving towards, even if you have a YouTube channel or you do readings and you're like, okay, I'm going to give because I love doing that. Hi, Don Juan. Don Juan. Because I love doing that, sometimes even to give all of that is too much. You can't, you love doing that spiritual stuff. You love to connect. You love to work on the stuff you want to work on. But you can't give anymore when your well is dry. When you haven't taken the self-care time to reconnect with just the spirit that feeds you. Not worry about, you know, I'm going to connect to the spirit that feeds someone else, that feeds my family, that feeds my clients, that feeds my everything else. Just the connection of you. And tonight is a good time to do that because, you know, again, here we have this eclipse coming tonight. Super blood lunar eclipse, wolf moon. And every single phase of the moon, we get to connect to that, every single energy tonight. Talk about, I mean, use that for yourself. And wow, can you imagine the energy that you'll be able to connect to just tonight? If you say, I'm going to take tonight for me. I'm going to take tonight for me and not worry about everybody else and not worry about what everybody else is doing. And I'm going to do some self-care kind of spells and I'm going to do some self-love kind of shit for me. And a lot of that working can all be done tonight. I'm doing a ritual tonight too. All right, card number 2. Pretty cool Hierophant here. Leo Moon Breakthrough. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? 0 degrees Aqua, Sun, 0 degree Leo Moon Breakthrough. Oof. So, the Hierophant card here is about book knowledge. So, this Hierophant card in specific, and maybe this was the reason I had to pull this deck, is not about a personal person or a personal spirit guide. This is the Ostara Tarot. Hierophant seems to be a theme for this group, right? No kidding. This specific Hierophant is telling you there's a book that you have already. There's a book that you have coming. There's a book that will help you connect to the guides like you have never connected. Want to charge my rocks that perch on my decks, right? For sure. There is a book that you have, or maybe it's just a book you have access to. Sometimes, you know, if you Google the, what is it called? The PDF of books, you can get free books just on Google and you can read them. So maybe look at spirit guide work. And there is some kind of connection to your spirit guides with this Hierophant card that they are excited for you to read because it will be a new connection that you haven't had with them before. Okay, hopefully that makes a little sense. The card that came up with that is movement. And movement is all kinds of movement. Movement can be to initiate some physical movement into your meditations, into your rituals. Your sun side is associated with the Hierophant. That's cool. I did not, for a long time, I don't know, you know, there's something that happens when you're a kid and you're dancing and you don't really care what you're looking at. And then suddenly people start to laugh at you and you lose some of that somewhere. And then when you get older, all of a sudden you really need to incorporate that movement into your rituals, into your workings, into your meditations. Yeah, like a kata. Exactly. So there is, maybe it is a movement type book that will teach you a new kata that will help you connect to your spirit guides. The last card here is the Two of Wands. Awesome. Awesome. I used to do that too a long time ago, and I really, really loved it, and I just haven't been able to get back to it. But again, here we go, the Two of Wands. You're standing at the precipice. There's so much spirit fire energy around. Your guides are a lot of that elemental energy is everywhere. And there is sylphs and there is water. They're not mermaids though. They're other elementals. And I'm not sure because I don't have a lot of water in my chart. I don't do a lot of work with water. But they almost seem like they flit across the surface of the water. And they very much are calling you out to incorporate that maybe into the kata that you're talking about, to incorporate that flitting across the surface with that kata. That creative spirit is right in front of you, and the portal is out and open, and you can see all the choices that you have in front of you for your creative outlet, which will bring you joy. Joy, 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 joy. The goddess of my martial art is associated with water. Yes, good. Your joy is going to come from this kata connection with your spirit guides. There will be some overwhelming amount of peace and joy and togetherness with yourself. Yay. Oh, good. I'm glad it's going away, Caroline. I had one Friday night, I think. So, you know, bring that joy in and start to turn some of that spirit fire energy internal to nurture yourself. That's okay. I don't mind. Because I wasn't using this one for a while. I love this Oracle deck. It's the Wisdom of Avalon. And it's a, you know, CBR deck, but I don't mind my CBR decks because it's still my favorite artist, which is Gina. And once again, does she even mention her name on here? Nope, don't see it. Can you imagine them doing an ASMR reading? Woo, right? So I hope that helped. This is the Ostara deck. Ostara deck, and I haven't used it for, gosh, it has to be a year. And I don't know, for some reason, it just, her guides and guardians decided that's what needed to happen with it. Look at, oh, and the High Priestess. This is one of my favorite High Priestess cards of all time. There is something about this High Priestess that I freaking adore. It is, look at, because it's the moth, and it is so like, it reminds me so much of the Luna moth. It is beautiful. You're welcome. Has it been that good, Ashley? I get them sometimes that can last for weeks. Me too. Me too. You're welcome. I'm working on it, guys. I'm going as long as I can. I promise. I am. Okay. The moth, right? I know, I love that card. Love it. Okay. Who is next? I hope that helps. Miranda? It was Marina? Marina. I don't know why I had this block of your name. I'm sorry. Oh, I love moths. Moths are gorgeous. I got a birthday gift of having, you're welcome, Marina. I gotcha. Jen, do you have any recommendations, recommended videos or books for spirit guides? Videos or books for spirit guides? For animal spirit guides, I really like Animal Spirit Guides. There's a book that's literally called Animal Spirit Guides. And I think it's Stephen Farmer. I really like that one because he talks about the spirit guides. There's 3 different kinds. There's some that suddenly you start to see this animal a lot. And so it talks about if this animal is showing up for you all of a sudden, then this is what it means. It talks about if this is your spirit guide, then this is what it means. And it talks about if there's another category and I'm losing my mind. So sorry. I don't know. If you're drawn to it? No, that would be, I don't know. Something like that. I recommend that one for animal spirit guides. I'd have to look. I know I've got some, but. All right. Who's next, honey? Yes, the Animal Speak. Yep, the Animal Speak book is good. Absolutely. She's amazing. Oh, thank you. I try. Who's next? Oh, wait, that's me. Does that mean it's you, Ash? Ashley is next. Yay! We get to my awesome Ash. Hi, Lisa. Will my YouTube channel flourish or will other things in my life take over? Whew. All right, Ash. Okay. All right. Native Americans. Do you have Native American blood in you? In your ancestry? Because I see a couple different Native American spirit guides around you. One is like a medicine man type. And one is just a very kind of quiet. You're in Saskatchewan. Okay. Kind of quiet, just quiet Native American woman. Okay. And damn it, I'm not pulling out another deck. All right, I'll use Pagan Otherworlds because they want a very earth-based deck. So fine, I will use my Pagan Otherworlds. I'm not pulling out another one. I've got enough. Good. All right, so we want to hear about Ashley's channel. Which I have to say, Ash, just on a personal level, I love your energy. So, I would totally watch your channel. I can't believe I haven't yet. I feel like a piece of garbage. No, wait, I did watch a couple, I think. Didn't I? I know, my whole tarot shelf will be on the table. And it's a good thing it's next to me. You have great energy. And if I did not have my own stuff going on, I would be watching your channel all the time. I can't find the time sometimes. But I feel bad and I always want to watch. Okay, what do we got? Oh, come on. All right. I love Pagan Otherworlds is awesome. But I have to say that they very much slide over each other. And I have to like put them back in the bag or they're going to fall on the ground. So here we go. Okay. All right. So the first card is the Fool card. And what an incredible card to be starting out with, right? Because this is the beginning of the journey. There is this new project in front of you. Your channel is very new. And this Fool in specific is freaking awesome. This Fool has everything he needs. He has, even his little dog isn't biting him. His little dog is like, woohoo, I'm on for the ride. Let's go. Bring it on. I have the energy. I have what I need. His flower back here, come on. Oh, it's such a pretty card. There it is. His flower back here has several buds on it. It's not just one bud. It's several. He's got leaves flourishing all over his tunic here. And that's growth. That's growth and abundance and having what you need and being aware of your surroundings. Okay. We've been doing pretty good, I have to say. It hasn't been cutting out on us as much as it usually does. But so being aware of your surroundings, this new project that's coming forth is looking at growth. So that immediately to me is, whew, yeah, growing. Knights of the Round Table, let their love lift you higher. So do you see, come on with the glare. I want you to be able to see this card because it is freaking gorgeous. Ugh. There, kind of, get rid of the glare. Hold on, let me shut off this light. Because maybe that'll get rid of some of the glare. No, it's still the other one. There are tons of guides around you that love you, that are there to encourage you. And this is not only your guide, this is your community. This is us. This is the squirrels. This is the people that you have around you that are encouraging you. And it seems to me that your guides are saying, yes, you absolutely, Ash, can link your channel. Please do. Go right ahead. Please, please, please. And that's one thing I have to say, and I did want to reiterate anyways on one of my chats. I want you all to succeed. My channel is for you, and my channel is just going to grow more if you all are doing wonderfully. In my Facebook group that we started for this channel, please feel free to post your stuff there. I don't want, and I told my admins to make sure that they are not, shit. Hey, Joey. Any chance you could get my computer cord? My computer just ran out of battery. It's downstairs. Thank you. I'll try to get my Facebook group as soon as my computer comes back up. But I want to make sure that all of you grow. And so in our Facebook group, I consider that to be ours as in the communities. So my people are encouraged to, and I don't mean just my people, but yeah, you know, screw it. I am Mama Squirrel. My people are encouraged to post their stuff there because I want us all to grow. The point of my existence, as far as I'm concerned, is connecting us all together. Okay? Is connecting us all and making it a place where we all can grow together. Thank you. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll get it. I know. Well, I didn't for a million years that this would go wonky on me. Because I forgot that I was on so long yesterday. Okay. All right. All right. So, let me get this back up. Sorry. All right. So, all right. So, can I say that anymore? Where am I? Okay. So, Knights of the Round Table. So, this card specifically is saying that you have lots of love around you, and you do. I can tell you, Ash, that this group adores you. Our group adores you. I adore you. This group in general adores you. Shit. What the hell is my password to get my computer? I hate that we have to have one to begin with. Nope. Okay. That one? Nope. Nope. Yep, that was it. Finally, I figured it out. Anyways, this group adores you. and wants you to succeed. And that's why I have started the group that I have started, is because I want you to succeed. So don't ever worry about posting your stuff on my stuff, because I want you to succeed. Okay. Here we go. Card number 2 is the Page of Cups again. Love this Page of Cups. He is full of emotional message of hope, message of togetherness, message of love. Blush, yay. Messages of, you know, we're all here for you. We want you to succeed. Okay, so just what I was saying. Absolutely. Continue on with that channel. We want you to succeed. Keep in mind, there's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. So for me, and it's not like this for everyone, so it's hard. I'm trying to connect back to your guides here since I was all distracted. Hold on one second. There they are. Okay. So for me, your guides are part of your home. And hopefully our group, our squirrel group, is part of your home. Nestle into the fact that we want to help each other succeed. And that's, I'm growing a spot for our community to love each other. That love and connection is the most important thing. That's why I won't allow anything negative onto my channel. I just can't do it. Okay. You also have a lot of stuff going on at home, but the spirit guides are telling me to use that in your channel. There's a lot of people out there who are coming to this path who need that advice, who have little kids, who have a family, who are going to want to hear that you have those days where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to kill myself. I'm going to rip my head off if I can't, you know, have 2 seconds to myself. Because you're not the only one. So everyone's voice, that we all think that we're unique, and we all are unique in our own way, but we also can connect to someone by pulling your hair out, right? We also can connect to someone by telling our truth. By saying, you know what, I'm not a perfect person. I have those days that I just feel like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I cannot take any more of this day. So use that in your channel. And that will help you to connect to the audience that you ultimately are going to find for yourself. The last is the Queen of Cups. Your emotions rule your world. Like a lot of us Queen of Cups kind of people, we are here on this earth with this existence to love, to connect, to understand as much about love as we can. And you certainly are one of us. This Queen of Cups is no holds barred. Doesn't she look like us some days? Staring into the water. That emotion is all we have. Sometimes that's all we can focus on, is how to get through the day, how to emotionally survive what we're going through. Use that for your channel. You're going to move it forward. Your North Star is yourself. Flip that inner switch. You have it. You know you have it. You have, if it has something to do with our page, honey, I don't mind at all. But if your friend isn't a viewer of ours, then that's a different community, okay? Like I said, Margaret, I certainly don't mind anybody in our community. And if your friend watches our videos, then yes. But it has something to do with our community, okay? So your North Star, honey, is just follow it. You have it internally. Use your truth. Your truth, your channel. Your channel needs to be you. As long as you are true to yourself and are portraying who you are, then yes, your channel is going far. You have that full energy to start out with. That is just the beginning of this journey. And it's so exciting at the beginning. God, I remember the beginning was awesome. I was looking last night, and I still think March of 2015, March 5th, as a matter of fact, of 2015 was my first video, I think. So 16, 17, 18. Oh, yeah, so in March, it'll be 4 years. Holy crap. Before you know it, it's been 4 years that you've had a channel, much less, you know, like I feel like I'm still a new pagan. I'm not anymore, but I feel like I'm still a new pagan. Rebecca, I appreciate your question, honey. We have a long list, though. If you want to be on that list, we can add you to the list, but I probably, honestly, won't be able to get to you because I'm on 2 hours now. But I apologize, and I will go for as long as I can. Does that sound okay, Ash? Does that make sense for you, honey? Your guides are very sweet, by the way. So, absolutely. I would look up some Native American, and maybe it's not necessarily Native American, but what do I want to say? Inuit? Is that up north more, the Inuits? All right. You're welcome. I know, it goes so fast. 4 years. I can't believe it. All right, who's next? Who do we got? Oh, I had it up over here. Okay, next person on the list isn't here. Gotcha. I'm trying to find the list you sent me. I need your guidance, witch. Thank you. I try. I just connect with, you know, whatever is connecting. All right, let's see. Spiritual Splendor isn't here. And then Thomas Dale, I think, is after that. Is Thomas here? Oh, okay. Bunch of people not here. Gotcha. So we are on 21. Oh, okay. So who's 21? Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Alexa Joy, Samantha, Lady D. Hi. Oh, Thomas is here. Yay. Thomas is here, Ash. The end of last year was quite bad for me. How do I go about starting this year well and making it a good year? My real name is Thomas, or Tom for short. The end of last year was quite bad for me. How do I go about starting this year out well? Okay, good. Okay. All right, somewhere in time, I promise you'll be next, okay? Okay. C energy. Thomas, do you connect with water energy much? Because I see specifically seal, which is kind of a, not weird. I don't mean to say weird, but different kind of energy to come through is a seal energy. You're a Scorpio. All right. Well, there is seal energy coming through for you. So sometimes, yeah, it is different. It's very different. Sometimes if you don't have a lot of water on there, that energy comes in to balance you out. And I don't think I want to use Pagan Otherworlds for you. So I'm back to the Witch's Tarot. Okay. Here we go. It is a very, it's, you know why? Because it's young. There is a young water energy, and it comes through a seal because it's so young. Now, young in spirit guide world doesn't mean they don't know anything. It just means they, for me, it means they come across as bright and shiny and happy kind of energy. No, it's the full moon is tonight, which is because the fullness of the moon doesn't start until after 12. It's like 12:34 or something like that, which means it would be the 21st. But okay, hold on. I'm getting there. Tom. Okay. So, Tom, you have that creative fire spirit energy. The beginnings of this energy for you means new creativity, things are coming forth. Which tells me something about that seal. There is a young spirit guide with you. There is a kind of happy-go-lucky, loving, loving, emotional guide there that comes across as seal energy. That spirit fire energy created a change. So I believe this is talking about whatever ended the year. There was something that happened last year that had to do with your creativity, which does not make sense to me. That created a transition for you that you weren't ready for. And this seal energy is a new spirit for you that came about because of this thing that came about at the end of the year. And the reason I'm seeing seal happy-go-lucky is it's emotional. It's water, so it's emotional. Thank you. I appreciate it somewhere in time. I was looking at it thinking, okay, do I really want to deal with that anymore? Okay. It's emotional. Okay. So the emotional thing that happened at the end created a new guide for you. It created as if you're starting again. Good. Because it's funny that out of all the guides that you have, that this energy would come through, says that right now this guide is the most important to you right now. And I think it's because it's healing. It's healing whatever it is that helped. It's healing whatever it is that hurt. It's helping. The Two of Cups comes through, which means there is a new partnership. This is a new partnership with your guide, though, which is great. I have to say, this is very different. I don't know if I feel like I'm hesitating. I am. Because I knew, and I thought to put some water out tonight under the full moon should be a glass. Do you think that would be powerful? Yes, absolutely. In glass, please. It's funny that I don't usually see your guides as a partner. But this energy is it's an emotional guide for you. And so there is a partnership that can happen here if you reach out and grab it. Which is very unusual for a spirit guide to step forth and say that they will be your partner for a while is a big deal. And it will make your inner strength. Do you see, this to me is incredible, an incredible image. This is inner strength. And so this is like literally coming from the belly of the lion. Your inner strength not only is internal, but this is going to allow you to spew forth from that encasing that you have been hiding yourself in. So the lion is the encasing. The lion is, you have pulled this around you to protect yourself. And this relationship, this partnership with this guide will allow you to come forth into your truth and shed that protective covering. That protective, whatever it is that you have pulled around you to protect yourself. This guide is willing to connect on a personal partnership level to allow you to shed this protective wall. I'm trying to get a name. I don't think it's in English, so give me 1 second. Bye, Carol. I hear you. I know I have a foot and a half. No, that's it, Ash. There's no way, guys, that I'm going to go past that. We've gone to 2 hours and 20. I'm sorry. Jolly? Holly? Start with that and let it guide you to whoever this is. Here's the outcome. The outcome is King of Swords. The outcome is you're in control of your thoughts, and you are, while the Queen of Swords is often touted as being kind of cold-hearted, the King of Swords is not. Ooh, oh, there you go. Cool. Well, definitely record it then and see if you can figure out what that means. The King of Swords is not without emotion. The King of Swords just knows how to rule his emotion and allow his thought process to be his guide. So the King of Swords takes the loss that has occurred and thinks through the process of dealing with it. This is a very odd reading. Holy, yeah, it could be holy. I have to say, Thomas, I haven't had a reading like this in a very long time. That this guide is a very strong energy, but it's like young and vibrant and positive and little rose-colored glasses. And yeah, very evolved and really can see you as this. Which my guess is you are not ready to see yourself as this, because whatever this loss is, that you're kind of mired into this. See I don't know if you can tell what this is, but there's a person there that is just kind of dealing with what's in front of him. That's all he can see. But this guide is going to help you through that. Okay? Yes, we are on Thomas. This guide is really stepping forth, and I'm not done pulling for you. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. No, it's not a card. What the hell is it? What is it that you want? I love when Spirit ends up like this. What ends this reading? Perhaps. Thank you. This deck is Witches, Tarot, and then I was also using the Oracle of Echoes. Oh, well, that's a big help. All right, so it's your mystery. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to figure it out. But it's your mystery to solve. I definitely would take a look at what this guide is and what he has for you. It's definitely emotional. It's definitely a partnership. There is a partnership that is unlike anything that I have ever felt offered. So that's a big deal. There is an emotional partnership here that can definitely allow you to heal from this end of the year loss of what happened. Okay? I hope that helps. He was kind of cryptic, but very in tune with you. Yay. All right. Well, this spirit guide definitely knows where you're at and knows how to pull you right to where you want to be. Yay. And enough with the different decks, guys. Ashley, on the next live reading, is there any way to turn on chat transcription so that people can go back and look at what is being said about what kind of cards? Yes, there you can. You can go back. Do you recommend perhaps a lot of meditation to find out? Yes. Yes. And I will also, again, I need to, it's obvious to me with doing these readings that I need to do some videos on how to really connect with your spirit guides, how to introduce yourself to your spirit guides, and how to connect so that you are able to communicate with the ones that you have. Sometimes it's overwhelming at first to connect to more than one, But if you have a lot, you can connect to a lot. It's just how many can you handle? You know what I mean? So we will definitely, I will plan that for this week sometime. How are we doing? 2.5 hours. And it's 3:30. At some point, I have got to get my stuff ready for tonight. But I'm good still so far. Okay. Please do videos about our spirit guides. I will. It sounds like a great idea. All right. So I'm just going to read out, Ashley, from the list. Unless you got it. I had Lady D and then Samantha Clark, Alexa Joy, Darian, Flower Child, Justin, Townsend, Wizard's Tower. But I don't think Wizard's Tower is here. Anything? Did you eat? Did I eat? I ate this morning. Yes, I ate cereal this morning. What time is it? 3:30? Okay, wait. That's why I have French Bart Painteds here to get me a little bit. Okay, Samantha Clark is there. Jen, anything you suggest if we want to try to connect them tonight? Oh, okay. Tonight. During the eclipse. I'm going to choke. Hold on. If you want to connect, if you can be outside. If it's negative degrees or something, don't stay out there long. But I would at least go out if you can connect to the moon and be out there for as long as you can to try to connect. I'm going to be wearing gloves and hats and coats and all kinds of stuff because I want to be out there for a little bit. I have a couple things I need to do. I just don't want to choke. There's something right at the back of my throat. Hang on. I gotcha. I try not to expend too much of my energy when I'm doing readings. I use theirs and their spirit guides' energies. But I know poor Maddie and Hexam were saying today, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just do it. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hang in there. Hold on. Ashley's doing the best she can. She's okay. All right, Samantha. I'm going to make an executive decision and say I'm going to read Caroline first because she was told that she was next because we didn't know if you were here. So I'm going to read Caroline first and then I'm going to go right back to Samantha, okay? If you want to blame somebody, blame me, okay? Ashley's been awesome. I should have kept my mouth shut and stayed out of it. No, you're fine. You're fine. Now, and okay, so when you connect to that moon, go into a, okay, thank you. It was good. We're good. Go into a meditation as best you can. And just literally start out by, remember I told you yesterday about the tongue up on the top of your mouth? That opens up your third eye. And connect your middle finger to your thumb. And that helps to open up the connections. It helps to open up the channels. And ask one of your spirit guides to come through and show you what to expect. And to connect with you and to communicate. And then listen. Sometimes you get visions of an animal. Sometimes you get visions of a specific person. All that kind of stuff. And trust what you get. Okay? You have to, part of it is to actually trust that the weird things that are popping up in your head are actually what's supposed to be there. And that's hard at first to be, again, like I said, it's hard to go, wait, is that just me like thinking that there's some big blue whale around me and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You have to trust that, you know, your guides will show you. Okay? All right. Now, Caroline, you had, I know I saw it. Hold on. Let me get back to you. Okay, general. I am going through a lot of life major changes at almost 60. And who are my spirit guides I speak to? Let's hope they all want to come forth, Caroline. Sometimes they hide. But hold on, give me a minute. Okay. All right, you have some fire energy going on, which is funny. It's hard for me sometimes to connect to fire energy because I'm so air that it, like, kind of blows up. So I have to be careful when I'm connecting to fire energy. But you have some fire energy with you here. Okay. Like very... You're a Leo. Okay, well, that makes sense then, right? All right. So, yeah, very powerful. There is like raw fire energy there. It's not just your spirit guides. You carry an elemental raw fire energy with you a lot. That is just, all I can describe it as, it's like a flame. And there's like a spirit in that flame. Or not in it. It is it. Meet where the fire hits the smoke, right? So one of your guides is just fire. It's just the spirit of what fire is. And is very, I was going to say, first, I have to say, I was going to say feminine. And then I thought, no, masculine. No, feminine. No. So it is not it is just the element of fire. Which is really a cool, really a cool energy. And is very knowing, very wise. But also very volatile. Lion power. This eclipse is 0 degree Leo moon. Yes, right? All right. Wait. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you that you have 3 court cards up. So you asked about spirit guides, and your spirit guides, that's what they're coming up as. They're coming up as, they're showing up as those court cards. What the hell is that? Nope. So before I even pull my oracle cards to go with it. So the first one is the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins you have, there is a practical guide with you. That is not the fire energy. That's not what I was talking about at all. But you do have a practical Queen of Coins kind of guide with you. Who is just when you need to do your day-to-day mundane tasks. Sometimes there is something that comes through you that you think, oh, sometimes you dread it. You're like, I don't want to do these mundane tasks. And sometimes you're like, oh, hell yeah. When you get that, oh, hell yeah, that is this female guide who is just there to get you through the mundane stuff. To get you through I got to go pay bills. I got to go get my oil changed. There's a spiritual aspect to that she steps forth with to make you feel like you can pull magic into the mundane. And she can help you do that. She reminds me of what's her name? The mother on Little House on the Prairie. You know, with the bun and she just is very, I don't know. I have a clip to keep it out of my face because otherwise it drives me crazy. She just is very down to earth and very all about business. And, you know, yes, she allows emotions, but she's there to help you with mundane tasks and to put some magic into that mundane task. But it's matter-of-fact magic. It's like, of course, there can be magic in paying bills. And of course, there can be magic in doing your, cleaning your floor. And of course, there can be, and, sometimes the way to put magic in cleaning your floor is making your floor wash out of vinegar and water and rosemary. And she just is very matter-of-fact. So the Oracle card that comes up, which, by the way, hold on. They all wanted Madame Andora's fortune cards. I use this as an Oracle sometime. Yes, exactly. I always get myself through it. I look a certain way, but I'm also very earthy and home and old-fashioned. There you go. Yep. That's the back of the card. So the front of the card is serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So your mundane spirit guide of doing everyday things says that there's lots of new ways that you can learn to pull magic into the everyday things, and all you have to do is reach out to her. She's got lots of ideas. She is on it. She has tons of ideas, and you will start to see things in your Monday life suddenly become more magical. Synchronicity with the Page of Cups. Funny now that we have serendipity and synchronicity. The synchronicity part is to begin to be aware of the synchronistic things that happen in your everyday life. And that will help you connect to the spirit guides that you have and attract different spirit guides forth. Because the spirit guides who are with you have been there for a long time. And it's not that they're going anywhere, but I feel like there's room for some different kind of energy. There's room for something else to be there. There's a couple open positions, in other words. The synchronistic events will help guide you to who to look for. And the moon, I want to go to a new life. This one is no longer working. Honey, you can make it work for you, though. I hear you, and I understand what you're saying. The moon says you will be guided through darkness. And, you know, perhaps there is something missing in your life that you need to reach out for. There is a void that you haven't had fulfilled. But it is not, it's not about looking to a new life. It's just about taking this present moment and making this present moment the best present moment it's going to be. And inviting some new energy in. If you don't like something about your life, change it. Your guides are there to back you up. You can make this moment the best possible moment that it can be. And if you could still learn more and be more and do more in this life, then do that. You don't want to move on to a next life already when you haven't learned all the lessons that you need to learn here. It has to be, you know, in the universe's time. It would be nice if we could choose it sometimes, because sometimes I hear you. I'm like tired and I'm like, I don't want to go through this shit anymore and I'm done. I've learned all the lessons I'm going to learn. I just don't want to learn anymore. But the universe has other ideas. Yeah, if only we knew. Yes, and Jen may not make it to the end. She's been going for 2 hours. Yeah, I have been. Okay, the Queen of Wands says to reinvigorate yourself with creative fire energy spirit. The Queen of Wands controls, exactly, that's what on my path to do now. I'm not too old yet. Yes, I feel the same way. Who wants to go through this again, right? I'm with you. I hear you. I know. There are times that I think, ugh, are you kidding me? I'm tired. I don't wanna anymore. Well, I have to say I look tired because yep, you got the look. All right. When I connect to other energies, then I get, because I connect empathically, I connect to them, I get that energy back. So while I'm doing the reading, that's what's going to come through. There is an opportunity, though, for you, Caroline, specifically, to pull in some new fire. I hear you, too tired, but have to be strong to go on. Yes, you have to be strong to go on. And you know what? The opportunities are not over for you. The Queen of Wands assures us that there's an exuberance to life that we haven't even begun to imagine yet. That there is something out there for us. Jen, can I offer to give you some of my energy? Oh, no, I'm good. I appreciate it, and I thank you. I'm good. It's just connecting to the energies that are, and that makes me become what that is. So then when I disconnect, I'll be good. There is an exuberance that you haven't even begun to see. That you, yes, break through emotional blocks and be in your fullest self-expression. Yes, yes, yes. There is something on the horizon for you that the Queen of Wands assures us is right there. Is right there. That Queen of Wands says, one of your spirit guides says a bunch of things. You will receive news from afar. So there is something coming for you, and you haven't heard it yet. But there is something coming for you that can, if you choose to take that opportunity, can reinvigorate your soul, can reinvigorate your spirit, can pull up that creative energy, fire, passion that you have in you that you think perhaps is too far gone to come up. But it's there. It's there, and you will have the opportunity soon to grab onto it and to reinvigorate how you want to feel. Just ate a late lunch study break. Yay! So just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes, and just work with, start with the Laura Ingalls energy, just to start reinvigorating every day, to pull some magic into everyday life. If you have to wash your floor with vinegar and rosemary, because rosemary protects your home and nobody can cross that who has ill will for you. Start with just some of the goofy, mundane stuff that can pull magic into every day. My spark is always there. Yay! Good. You got it. Yay. All right, and my chickie, I promised to be next, which was Samantha, right? I think it was Samantha. Yes, okay. Sam, what's your question, honey? You got it. Did you do, oh no, did I skip someone else? Just a general will be fine. Is Spiritual Splendor here? Now that's my fault. Now I totally did that if I did that. But I already told Sam she would be next. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry, Spiritual Splendor, you'll be next. I promise. I just told Sam because I gave her false hope and told her, so I'm sorry. But I promise you'll be next, okay? I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. Samantha, is that your real name, honey? Samantha? You're welcome. No problem, Caroline. Woo. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. So we are going back to Lions Gateway for you, which is good. Lions Gateway is it's such a bright deck. It's like that that hug deck. I like this. I like using this deck. Okay. Samantha, you have wow, it's kind of nice, I have to say. I'm not saying you have no problems, but I am saying, go ahead, Ash, you're fine. I am saying when connecting, your spirit guides are not overly concerned about you. Not that, you know, you have no problems, but they think you're doing pretty damn good. So that's a good thing when, you know, to connect to that and not feel like, oh my gosh. You may disagree, but they're like, oh, she's good. She's good. Good. All right. All right, so the first card that comes up for you is the King of Wands. We've seen him before. I think we've seen him today. The King of Wands is all about that creative fire energy. but he is the ruler and master. Okay, so you have some creative fire energy spirit coming up. If this is you, then you are the person who is able to logically deal with this creativity and figure out exactly where to put it. And know that there's rules and regulations to this creative spirit, that if it's your work life, that you know exactly how to do your job, when to do it, and how to do it well. And you are able to do it creatively. And if it's not a job, a career work thing, then it is the creative thing that you do at home for you. You're very good at being able to logically propel yourself into this creative spirit. Scratch that. Go back. That was all total full of shit. You're not very good at that. And you need this. No. Not, well, at least not according to your spirit guides. You think you are. But there is some other creative spirit energy that is wanting to come out that you have been saying, no, it doesn't fit. So, yes, you can, and you feel that you can. One of your guides, at least, is saying, yes, you may think that, but there is something waiting in the wings that you have been saying, nope, I don't have time for it. No, I just can't get to it. No, it doesn't fit in with what I want to do with my life. No, there's something creatively lately that you have been saying, I just can't. I just don't have the time for it. I just don't have the energy for it. I don't want to go that route. I don't think I'm ready to do that. And your spirit guide is saying, yep, you have the ability to do that and go for it. Be reborn daily. Let go of the past and breathe in your new incarnation. Your new incarnation, your new creative fire spirit energy that your spirit guide would like you to allow in is something of the future. Is something that you have not done before or have not allowed yourself to pull in that would be good for you. It is either something that it's not a fear though. It is more of a, I just can't. I just don't think I have enough time. I just don't think I have the talent maybe. I just don't think I'm good enough. There's something holding your creative spirit back that you're like, yes, but here's the thing. I have all of this handled. And I have compartmentalized all of my fire creative spirit energy. And that I can't just find where it is. It's okay, no blood. Woohoo! That's what I used to say too. My boys would come to me. He did it. Are you bleeding? No? Go. Time to go. That your spirit guides are saying you would be so fulfilled with this. This is an opportunity of fulfillment for your soul that you can allow in, that you will find the room for it. Okay. Again, here we have the Two of Swords. Love the Two of Swords card. There is a choice. There is an option here. There is something that has been coming to you that you are putting the blindfold on yourself and refusing entry. The crossed swords are not tied together. They are not, they're not forced there. This is you saying, I'm done. I can't let anything else in right now because I know I have a handle on everything I have. And only you can uncross those swords and take the blindfold off and see it. That block that is there is man-made, is put by you. And it is a protection. And you don't have to. Keep in mind, this is not something that you have to do. This is a new opportunity. This is a new outlet. This is something that could enrich your life if you want to let it in. But for whatever reason, you're kind of protecting yourself from it for right now because you feel like you have everything under control already. And so that would be an unknown factor. Like that unknown for you is something that it's hard for you to handle when an unknown comes in. You don't know, like, am I going to be okay? Am I going to be able to keep going if I let this other thing in? Celebrate the sacred gap. Give thanks for the buffer time. Okay, so what this tells me, good. You know what it is? Awesome. Is just take a moment before you decide that you're the spirit guide who is, you know, asking you to allow this in. Take a moment. It's okay. You don't have to decide right now. You don't have to uncross your hands now. You don't have to take your blindfold off. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to do what you have to do. You can take that moment to think, to process, to be aware. You can take that moment to decide what is good for you. Ultimately, you can be the Queen of Swords. You can be the head over heart. Yeah, I know, right? I do too. I love how the guides are like, okay, hold on. That's not quite true. You can be that, and you can be perfectly content with doing that. Just know that if that becomes not enough for you, if that becomes too easy, if you're not challenged anymore, that there's this other thing out there that you can let in. There's this other creative outlet that's just waiting for you to allow to let it in. What comes with that is the from fear to fuel. Stand still and own your power. Because don't forget, our guides and guardians, they mean well. They're there to help us. They are not there to tell us what to do. They think they are sometimes, but our free will says we can choose not to listen to them. They don't know everything. They have experience with some things. They have the knowledge of things that we can't even imagine, but they don't know us like we know us. Sometimes we have to say, I hear you, but I can't. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not willing to open myself up to that yet. And that's okay. My spirit guides knock me around all the time. Now, usually it's because I know exactly what they're saying and I know I should be listening. And I'm still like, yeah, I'm still going to go the easy route. Because I decided for me, that's where I needed to be. That's what I wanted to do. Whatever. But you had the ability to choose your own path. No matter what they say. No matter how forcefully you think they're saying it. Okay? Yay, I hope that helps. All right, guys, one more. I'm going to do the next one that I said I would do because she was told she would be next. And she was next on the list, and I skipped over that one, so I'm sorry. Which is Spiritual Splendor. No, did I just do Splendor? No, yes, Spiritual Splendor, right? Yes. Okay, it did. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, Samantha. I hope that helped. Whew, I'm going to do this one, then I'm done for a little bit, guys. I'm not saying I won't ever come back and do more. I will. I promise I will. But I hate to say I'm going to start over with the lists, but it's just too hard to go through these lists when they get so long. I'm sorry. But I've done another 3 hours today trying to get through as many as I could. But this is it. I have to go recharge and refuel myself before the moon. Okay? So Spiritual Splendor, what do we got? What's your real name and what's your question? I'm Gina. The love of my life died in July. Oh, last lunar eclipse. I know I've been blocking my guides' messages with my grief. Please, what message do I need to hear? I'm ready to move forward. Ooh. Ooh, you got some grief on you, sweetheart. Okay. All right, Gina, here we go. Okay. All right, your guides have been grieving with you. It has absolutely been. Whew. That grief, boy. It's just not easy, is it? There is nothing easy about walking forward after that. There have been some new introduced guides due to this, which I believe you know about already. I will, Jess. You too, sweetheart. And yes, and you still have, you still have that hole in your heart, and that's not going to go away. But you know that. That is, we just stitch it together the best we can and push as much love from everyone as we can in there and learn how to walk forward with the whole. And that, that has to be, we have to realize that we are, will always be a different person. That it never goes back to what it was. We're just a different person now. And now we get to move forward and learn how to live with the whole. But wow, you have a lot of loving spiritual guides that are all over. Okay, so I used Samhain Deck of the Bastards. All right, here we go. So the first card that comes up is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, again, talks about that friendly competition, that feeling that you have been challenged a lot. There's been a lot of challenges. Didn't even consider asking for reading. Oh, thank you, honey. I know, and it is a lot, but I haven't done them in a long time, and I wanted to kind of give people an opportunity. Because I know I don't do it very much. I'm going to try to do it a little more. Maybe I'll try to do it once a week. Okay. Okay. So, yes, challenges. And you have felt like, whew, everything for you has been the challenge. Okay. The challenges for you have been just the day-to-day stuff. Now, it hasn't necessarily been this big challenge of what, what is going to happen with your big life. It's just been I have to get up in the morning and brush my teeth. I have to start to walk forward and, go to work and do this kind of thing. And the everyday challenges have been harder for you than the big, looming spiritual challenges. So it really is the challenge of just living, just surviving. The hardest thing to do in this life is to live it. I know I hate to quote Buffy, but I love my Buffy. And especially when you have gone through this loss, that's the hardest thing, is just to get up every day and keep going. And so that challenge has been there. Okay, so deceit. That, I don't know how to say this. That challenge for you has been the hardest thing for you to get through. And at this point, it's not a lie. That's the wrong word. That day-to-day challenge is deceitful to you. It is lying to you by saying, there's little whispers in your ear all the time that say, I'm not ready. I can't move forward. I don't want to move forward. Isn't there any way I can go backward? Can I restart again? Can I go back to that place where he was here? That deceitful challenge of everyday life has kind of stopped you in your tracks and made you think you can't do it. That you're not there. You're not good enough. That's the wrong word. That you're not strong enough. That you're not with it enough. That every time you try, you feel like, there's something comes up that feels like it blocks you again and challenges you again. And you kind of retreat for a while and you're like, see, I told you I can't do this. But that challenge is deceitful. It's, yes, that inner critic. It's telling you that you can't, and you can. You can. It is not easy. It's not easy to keep walking when you have this hole that says, I don't wanna. I don't want to move forward. I just want to curl up. I just want to go to sleep. I just don't want to keep living. I don't want to. But there's something out there for you that says, yes, you can. And you know what? Your love of your life person, he doesn't want to see you like this either. And I know when people say that, it's like, oh, screw you. You got to leave. But there is more for you in this world. There is things that will be different from what you had. You will never again have what you had. But you will have things that you couldn't imagine could even be good again. Different things that will feel good and wonderful and fire and energy like nothing you have ever experienced. So the next card that comes up is bringing that with him. The Knight of Cups says there's romance coming. Whew, that was hard. That was hard for you? You deserve to have romance again. It's okay. It's okay. Love is never bad. It's just not. It's okay. Your heart may have holes in it, but it's still beating. It's still okay. It can still move forward. It can still feel something for someone else. It can still connect. And it's coming. It's coming if you want it to be, if you accept it, if you're open to it. take your creativity and do something with that creativity. And that's where you will find this knight who has been looking for you. This opportunity of new love, this opportunity of something different. It will never be what it was. It won't. But it will be something new. It will be something to look forward to again. It will be something that you can hold on to that feels like comfort, like someone cares about you who is here. Of course he wanted that for you. Of course, of course, of course. Of course he wanted that. If he was the love of your life, he wanted you to be happy. He wanted you to find something in your life again that made you want to wake up in the morning and jump out of bed and sing and dance and be you, and you're gonna have it. You deserve it, and it's okay. It's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. That hole in your heart needs to be patched up a little bit, and we can only do so much for our own before someone else gets to cover it for a while. If you're not quite ready to embrace it, then do the work, because it's waiting for you. Move internally, patch up what you can, set aside what you can't let go of, because it's okay to carry that for a while still. You don't have to set it down yet. Nobody said you have to leave them behind. You don't. You can carry it with you for as long as you need to carry it. Don't let it down if you're not ready. It's okay. But you're going to have it. It's coming. Just allow it to be. Of course he will always be with you. He will always be there. Even if you're just saying, I'm open to it. Just open yourself up enough to say, okay, I'm open to it. It's coming. Yay. Okay. That was a good one to end. Yay. Okay. That was a good one to end with. I am so glad that we could do these. I appreciate you all. If you would like to book a paid reading, go ahead and give me the internet is telling me I need my break for a while. Go ahead and send me a message on Facebook or on Messenger or on Instagram or whatever, however you want to get a hold of me, jenstorelli@gmail.com. And I will do the best I can. I will try to do these once a week. And what I'll do is, if you have had a reading from me in these live readings before, then I'll ask that you're so welcome. I love you, Gina. Then I will ask that I just can tell you how wonderful these readings have been. Oh, thank you. Really, thank you. I will try to do these once a week. Okay. And I will try to keep a list of those people that I've done so that at least I can keep moving forward in some kind of list. I'm not going to keep a list, guys, of where your spot was. I'm sorry. That is just really difficult. I tried to do it from yesterday to today, but it's really, really hard to do it like that. And if I did it like that, then I would have a running list continually and no one would ever be able to get in there. So what I am going to say is I will try to announce when I'm going to do a reading day. I will do it once a week. I'll think about what day is best. I'm not sure yet. It might be Sundays most of the time. And I will just start a new list every day. But if you have already had a reading, then I'm not going to put you on the list until I get through most of the people anyway who want a first time reading. Okay? Does that sound like a plan? Hopefully then if you show up, you have an opportunity of getting on the list for that day. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I will try to do this more. I promise. And so many blessings, guys. Hang out with the moon tonight. Do some good stuff with the moon, okay?